I'm Sam, and this is Amazing Travels.
Week 11 kicked it off with brunch on Monday at Sergio's house. We had eggs, bacon, Pop-Tarts, thanks to my mama who sent me some. It was, delicious, pretty all-American, except for the guacamole that Sergio made, which wasn't all-American, more like his whole Mexican style, but awesome. Who says you can't have guacamole for brunch? Or like anytime. That night, Martin invited me to a Pepe Pe reunion. I got to meet a bunch of the German Pepe Pelers who were in America, like years and years past. There was one girl who was from my year, except she was obviously on the German side, so she was in America while I was here in Berlin. And then there were people from 10, 15 years ago, which was pretty cool. It's nice to connect with the Pepe Pelers because of the fact that we kind of had a lot of the similar experiences and we still all kind of miss it because it was the best year ever. Tuesday, I was on a paperwork hustle to try to get all the stuff together for my visa. My plan was to go last week to the immigration office, the Ausländerbehörde, to get everything settled, but I wasn't able to hustle hard enough, I suppose. Well, no, wait, I did hustle hard. I just wasn't able to reap all the benefits of my hustle last week, but it's all coming together. That night, I watched the Bayern game with the boys, Alex, George, Jette, and this other guy who's always at the house and like hanging out, but I just don't know his name yet. I should get on that. Wednesday, I also chilled at Sergio's house. The weather was awesome. We sat on his balcony and just chit-chatted away for a few hours. I came home and then I went with Felix, Alana, and Alex and we walked Berlin. First, we went to Dolores, which is a Mexican restaurant. It's pretty good for German Mexican food. Burrito was huge. I mean, if it was Chipotle, perhaps it'd be better. If it was Burrito Bros from Gainesville, then it would definitely not even compete because nothing tops Burrito Bros. But anyway, after that, we had to walk it off. So we went to Gendarmenmarkt and a few other places. It was a nice chill time. Wednesday night, I finally got to see my host parents again. It was really nice. I hadn't seen them in almost a month, if not a month. I got to go over their house, ate some dinner, chatted away about everything. Also shared a few gin and tonics with Adrienne and Tunde, so can never be a bad night. Thursday, tried my hand again at bowling. I was horrible. I couldn't find the right ball. It's like the right weight of the ball, the holes were too small. I have kind of like fat fingers, but then the heavier balls with the bigger holes are like way too heavy for my arm. So it was just like totally unproportional. Better luck next time. Friday, I got an email from this casting agency, which I signed up for with Martin, and I got cast as somebody's girlfriend in a TV show. Whoa. This is awesome. I wrote them back like, hey, yeah, I'm interested. So then they called me and they're like, okay, what's your size, this and that? We have to see if you fit the costume. It was supposed to be the 90s time period. Anyway, told them my size and they were like, sorry, you're too small. This is the second time I'm hindered because of my size and I'm starting to feel like this is a thing. Hopefully they cast me in something sad. I can do it. Alex got home from school and we went looking for some Air Max. Pretty cool kicks. I mean, I'm not sure if they're my style yet. I mean, I don't think they're my style. You know, I'm more of like low-key Converse. I don't care if they get dirty. And these shoes are more like, you gotta keep them fresh and clean. Probably not gonna happen with me, so I'm still debating. Plus, they cost like 135 euros, which is the most expensive mother effing shoe I have ever even heard of. Like, that's $185. The odds are, even if I think they look cool, I won't buy them. Anyway, on the way home, we came across this Holländische Pommes place. Holländische Pommes. Basically, it means French fries from Holland. I see that they have croquetas, like similar to the Cuban croquetas. It could either be filled with meat or cheese or some other kind of crazy Hollandy stuff. I decided to go for the cheese one. Also, some typical Holland French fries with like some special, you know, mayo sauce that they have. It was awesome. This guy's so legit. At first, we couldn't tell if he was actually from Holland because he spoke really good English and really good German. Obviously, he wasn't American or from a native English-speaking country, but his German was pretty good. We didn't hear his accent until later, and then we're like, whoa, totally from Holland. This shit is legit. This guy's Dutch. I want to go there at least once a week. Alex and I rented movies and had a very chill Friday night. We saw Zero Dark 30, which was really good. Then we woke up the next morning on Saturday and Alex went to the bakery, got us fresh rolls, and we had a nice breakfast as we watched Two Guns with Mark Wahlberg and Denzel. That one wasn't so good. After that, we passed some time going to the mall until we went to David's house to watch another soccer game. And after the soccer game, we played werewolf, had some beers, and David made this really good spaghetti bolognese. Sunday, the usual. You guys know it. We went to Mittagessen at Alex's parents' house. Andrea made some delicious rinderrouladen, which is like a really thin steak. It's rolled up and stuffed with like pickles, onions, and bacon fat. Alex doesn't like the bacon fat, but who doesn't like bacon? And the fat is the good part, right? I mean, that's what gives it all the flavor. Then there was also red cabbage, cooked in some kind of German fashion. These potato balls, Knödeln, I believe they're called. And also bread balls, which like are like the potato balls, but made out of bread instead. Of course, with sauce on top of it. Went home and continued to read The Hunger Games. I'm reading in Spanish because, you know, I gotta keep my Spanish up, being all the way here in Germany and working in only 2 languages. You gotta keep my Spanish up to par, considering I learned how to speak Spanish pretty much first. Later at night, Alex and I watched Thor because there's a new Marvel movie coming out and he wants to make me watch all these Marvel movies that are already out so that I can understand this next one, even though I think I would be alright. But I'm not gonna complain watching Chris Hemsworth on screen. I mean, who doesn't get kind of girly when he doesn't have a shirt on? I'm getting flustered right now. I just made you think about it too, right? Sorry if you're at work watching this or something. On that wonderful note, here is the week in review. Alright, so we got burrito. Have you tried that beer before?
Yeah.
Is it good?
San Francisco.
No, it's like nice.
It's really good.
What? When I heard from it.
So that was the giant burrito I had at Dolores.
You just had burritos. How do you feel?
Too much.
Too much?
Rock climbing.
Uh-oh. That means a lot for me later.
What? I didn't. No, I had quesadilla.
Oh, right. I had a burrito.
Yeah, right.
So you're in trouble.
You never heard that?
I tried to get a nice shot of this, but it just wasn't working out. That's me trying again. Anyway, I moved on to the Rote Rathaus.
So here we had the Rote Rathaus. No, now it's a video. Okay, Alex is like, stop taking videos, stop taking pictures, stop making memories of our life.
No, you can't take pictures, but you do. Yeah, like you have to do it faster. You know?
Oh,
That's it. That's what.
you know what happened here last year?
Yes.
Tell the people.
There was a guy, like, a naked guy. He was in the fountain,
This fountain,
and he was naked, right?
which is disgusting, first of all.
I don't know. Maybe, you know, I don't know. Anyway, this guy had a knife, a really big knife.
And we're not talking about the knife like...
No, a real knife, like a sharp knife, you know, kitchen knife, a big one. And he threatened to stab people.
with
He
his
was like,
knife.
His real knife, kitchen knife. Sam, come on.
And then the police...
And then the police came and said like, hey, you have to put the knife down. You have to put it down. But he didn't, so they shot him.
So they shot him?
Yeah, that's what happens.
It's hard. It's hardcore serious over here.
CSI Berlin right here.
Pretty scary stuff going on here in Berlin. This is Gendarmenmarkt. Isn't it so nice? That's the Französische Dom, and that is just more of it. Here is Alex learning how to speak Spanish. Woo for Spanish!